On April 24th, 2013, what the New York Times claims was
one of the worst manufacturing disasters in history.
What occurred on that day took place in cvry, Bangladesh, in one of the Rana Plaza's 8-story buildings. In this building, there were 5 US and European clothing factories. It was the collapsing of this building that left 1,100 people dead. But that's not even the worst of it. The owner of the building, Sohel Rana, kept operations running inside the broken down rubble. Doors were locked to keep workers in, and safety warnings were ignored. Imagine being locked in your place of work while a fire threatens your life, all for $38 a month. Kids in Bangladesh, as young as 5 years old, have to do work just like this.
You can help, though. We're organizing an email campaign for the persuasion of the United States Department of Commerce, the department in charge of managing America's economic growth. The goal will be to pressure the Bangladeshi government into implementing changes into their current policy for the enforcement of child labor. If we were to persuade the Secretary of Commerce to make changes, sanctions could be imposed on specific Bangladeshi trade or on Western countries which exploit that trade. Ordinary people can help our cause by informing policymakers of what to do to solve the problem through this email campaign.
Not convinced yet? Here's what the child labor problem is like in Bangladesh. According to the Department of Labor, of the children in Bangladesh who are 5 to 14 years old, 4.3% are in the labor force. That's 1,326,411 children working. Bangladesh's understaffed inspectors are also a serious problem. Bangladesh needs 2,090 more labor inspectors to meet a 1 inspector for every 40,000 workers ratio. Bangladesh also does not follow International Convention ILOC 138 concerning the minimum age or the Palermo Protocol on trafficking in persons. The Department of Labor also says,
the use of children in pornographic performances is not criminally prohibited. The use of children in the production of drugs is also not criminally prohibited. The legal framework also does not prohibit the recruitment of non-state armed groups.
But probably the most shocking piece of the puzzle is that the fine for committing a child labor offense is $62. Would this stop a building owner who is committing these offenses? In the Rana Plaza, the minimum wage was $38 a month. Firing 2 workers would mean that the fine could be paid off in an instant with almost no loss to the company.
When talking about labor rights and problems, one must discuss the people commissioning that labor, which in this case is Western companies such as Disney, Nestle, Nike, and The Gap. Our email campaign is an attempt to change the world for the better. I strongly suggest that you type a short message to the U.S. Department of Commerce explaining how things should change in the way of Bangladeshi industry. Your email does not have to be a 5-paragraph essay explaining in detail what you want, but it should be a general email letting them know of your opinion and what you believe should happen. Please consider signing up for our email campaign. Together we can persuade the Department of Commerce into helping end this problem.